A very warm welcome to IDFC First Bank presents Leaders of Tomorrow Season 13. I'm Ritwika Gupta and you're watching our Festive Special Edition. Today the spotlight is on Pidilite and we'll be decoding Pidilite's festive season strategy. We'll be covering the role of e-commerce, technology, India's global economic position and advice for small businesses navigating festive demand with Kavinder Singh, Joint MD, Pidilite. Mr. Singh, welcome to etnow, Leaders of Tomorrow. It's a pleasure to be chatting with you today.
Thank you so much.
So I want to begin with a broad question. We are in the midst of festivities. So what is your outlook on the demand and growth for the festive season, especially in light of the recent GST 2.0 reforms? How do you think that is going to impact industries? I understand it is going to have a positive impact on infrastructure, construction, hospitality. What's your take on that?
So I think you started on a very right note. I think we are very happy and positive in this festive season. As you know that a few months ago, the income tax slabs also got rationalized, and that ensures that there is more disposable income in the hands of the individual taxpayers. And along with that, GST 2.0 is a really big boost because lots of 12% slab rates moved into 5%. And specifically talking about, since you talked about the infrastructure, construction, hospitality, I think what's happened is that the focus on bringing down the GST from 28 to 18% in cement, marble, tiles, stones, etc. to 5%, that is likely to spur consumption or in the areas of home improvement and new construction. These are the two segments which should see a significant bump up, apart from the day-to-day use items that will be consumed. And we do believe that this puts more money in the hands of consumers, both urban and rural, and that should lead to increase in consumption for products that the range that we supply, whether it is our retail products like art and craft, whether it is our call range of products, Fevicryl, etc.
Fantastic. So how is Pidilite gearing up for the festive season? What are the products or the categories are you most bullish on?
So I think as far as gearing up is concerned, we are always geared up. We don't specifically gear up for the festive season because we build capabilities around the year to serve our customers. And the good part of our business is that we are very deeply connected to the users who use our products, whether it is carpenters, whether it is waterproofers, whether it is plumbers. Round the year, we are connected to almost 500,000 users or contractors. And they in turn employ approximately 1.5 to 2 million people. So we are in regular touch with these 500,000 entrepreneurs who are running their businesses, using our products. And we do this, since we do this round the year, we really don't have to do anything specific for the festive season other than ensuring that our products are available at the right time, at the right point, and that we ensure through the widest possible distribution right up to the rural towns that we have. As you know, we have a very specific presence in rural towns, basically rural come urban towns. And there we have now very significant presence in about 38,000 towns.
So Mr. Singh, your career spans FMCG, hospitality, and this is your second stint with Pidilite Industries. Tell us, how are you leveraging the learnings, from your service industry to shape the strategy here at Pidilite's B2B and professional solutions vertical?
So I think what has happened is that I have been fortunate to have worked in Pidilite once earlier. This is my second innings in Pidilite. I have been in the FMCG area where I have learnt, including Pidilite, where I have learnt how to handle the consumer products at scale. And I have also been trained into understanding what consumers want. So we believe deeply in Pidilite also in insights from our users and consumers who use our products. And that is something that is the biggest learning that I carry back into my second innings. However, when I look at hospitality, I think hospitality teaches you to think in terms of attention to detail, which is an important requirement even in our businesses that we are in. And I will weave into what you have asked me about Pidilite Professional Solutions in a second. Now, in the service business, apart from attention to detail, the ability to serve with very huge amount of execution excellence is key. And that is what you notice when you are in dealing with any service business. So what we are trying to do in Pidilite is that we are realizing that while we work very closely with 500,000 users and contractors, it's important for us to also work with other stakeholders who are architects, structural consultants and interior designers. But they have a big role as the industry is formalizing, as urbanization is increasing. We need to ensure that we are working with them very closely and sharing with them our range of professional solutions. When I use the word professional solutions, I mean solutions for professionals who are, let's say, turnkey contractors, who are waterproofers, who are interior designers, because they have very specific requirements. And we have, fortunately, the solutions for all, and we will talk about them a little later. But what we realize is that these professional solutions, in the hands of professionals like architects, structural consultants, and interior designers, can actually serve the needs of end consumers. Apart from that, we are also realizing that different segments have different needs. So, for example, if you look at a hotel, it has a very different need compared to a hospital, right? And compared to an educational institution, compared to a commercial building, compared to an office building, or compared to an infra project. Or a data center. Now, the moment you start to think like this, you realize that some solutions may be common, but the solutions need to be upgraded from, for example, if you look at data centers, energy saving is a very big need for them because they consume a lot of energy. So we have solutions around making data centers more energy efficient, right? In terms of the solutions with regards to insulated walls as well as roofs. And we also have solutions for sealing wherever there are leakages, okay, in the HVAC systems, heating and ventilating systems. Now, without getting too technical, like that, we have solutions for each segments. And they span the range of brands, like I mentioned earlier. Dr. Fixit is known for waterproofing. Dr. Sippy is known for floor coating systems. These are amazing terrazzo systems which are being used in today airports in India, many airports in India. And then we have solutions which are rough tile adhesives. You know that tiles have been using cement. Now we tend to use the tile adhesive, and there's a big adoption that's going on, and ROF is really a leading brand in this area. And we are trying to popularize ROF usage, the tile adhesive usage, amongst the tile contractors. And we are also realizing there is an opportunity to ensure that the marbles or the granites that we are using in our homes, and as India is urbanizing, as disposable incomes are increasing, people want to maintain them well. So we have a solution which comes from Italy, a brand called Tenax. Similarly, for the grouting solutions between the tiles when you have gaps, we have a product range under the brand Starlight, which again comes from Italy. And when it comes to the exteriors, people love exteriors which are going to last longer. So we have a sprayable render solution, plaster solution, which we call Unofin. And it comes from our joint venture with a Spanish company called Grupo Puma.
That's very impressive, Mr. Singh. And, I really admire the way you have actually spoken about so many products and brands. But there's one particular product that I want to talk about. I can't help but talk about, and that's Fevicol. Simply because it's been a household name for like over, 65 years now. What do you think, makes it relevant even today? How do you think the brand has been able to make, its mark in the market? And this is also, by way of advice to entrepreneurs who are watching the show today. What advice would you give them, when it comes to maintaining relevance, in an era, in the AI age that we are living in, and in an era of rapid transformation?
So in the era that we are in, where there is rapid transformation happening, it is very important to stick to the basics.
Sure.
What Pidilite has done while building the brand Fevicol is maintained a very close connect with the actual users, which is carpenters. You must be familiar that we have something called Fevicol Champion Club.
Okay.
Fevicol Champion Club is a club of carpenters and carpentry contractors where we engage with them at a very defined frequency, sometimes more than once a month, to ensure that they are aware of not only the correct usage of Fevicol, various, because adhesives work on substrates, so we constantly train them.
Yeah.
And we also use them to learn what would be their reaction to our newer products. So we have a very successful product called Fevicol Marine, which can actually work in very, very highly humid environments as well. And whether you look at our Heatex product, which is used in a very high heat environments like, let's say, kitchen. So whether it's Heatex, whether it's Marine, whether it's Fevicol Hyper, these products actually, some of them have come through our interactions with the carpenters, and this is what, and carpentry contractors, because we believe that they have the best knowledge as to what is affecting their work, and we are here to smoothen their journey in their profession, in their craft. And that is how we get insights. We craft the products for them, and therefore we are not just dealing with them in a transactional manner of selling our product. We are actually becoming a part of their life through the Fevicol Champion Club, where we engage with them in social events, including, doing things like insurance for them.
It's time for a quick break. Here, we'll be back shortly. Stay tuned. Welcome back to IDFC First Bank Presents Leaders of Tomorrow Season 13. You're tuning into our festive special episode in conversation with Kavinder Singh, Joint MD Pidilite. What is your take on AI and technology, how that is going to impact sales and operations in the years to come? I also want to know your take on quick commerce. How do you think that is going to also change the way people are shopping these days?
Right. So these are mega trends: AI, technology, quick commerce. All of us are using them in different ways.
Yeah.
As far as industry is concerned, and specifically let's talk about Pidilite,
Yeah.
we believe that AI is an enabler with regards to analytics, predicting things, ensuring that whatever we are doing, since we have almost 30 verticals, we are managing a pretty large company. So we need to constantly enable our team members to be able to see data using the power of advanced analytics through the power of AI, which is what we are enabling as we speak.
Sure.
We are also enabling the order pickup through our, we call it Genie. This is a digital tool through which the dealers can place orders directly to us.
Okay.
So sometimes when a salesperson is not even reached to them, they are in a position to directly put in the orders, and we start servicing. Our WSS, which is the stockist, authorized stockist, is able to service to them. And as the authorized stockist starts to service them, we are able to replenish the stocks at the stockist level. So all of this is being enabled through technology, AI, and also the fact that quick commerce has ensured that everybody wants things actually in 10 minutes or yesterday.
Yeah.
So we are actually present on all these quick commerce channels through our DIY products, the consumer products like FeviQuick, etc. And these products also, we see a big pickup happening because people are saying, oops, I need FeviQuick now. How do I get it? Go to Blinkit and get it. So we are seeing momentum in that area, which is the quick commerce, more than e-commerce, because quick commerce is now taking over.
Mr. Singh, India is a rapidly evolving and growing, one of the largest economies in the world. I want to know from you, how do you think the world perceives India today? Where do you think we stand on the global stage?
So I think India has reached where it has reached by definitely working on the things over the last, let's say decade or even little earlier. If you see, we have been focusing progressively on building infrastructure. Let me build on that.
Sure.
If you look at airports alone, we have almost doubled our airports in the last 7-8 years.
Yeah.
So we used to have about 70 odd airports. Now we have 140. And I think in another 5 years, we'll cross 200 airports. So infra has been our big story, which is helping improve connectivity, improving the other sectors in terms of reaching, and people are able to reach through these connectivity initiatives that have been taken. Our road infrastructure has significantly improved, as a result of which the goods movement has improved. The travel times are coming down for goods as well as people.
Okay.
So India, by focusing on infrastructure, is actually in a way accelerating urbanization. And to my mind, the fact that we are urbanizing faster is also helping people move up in terms of the disposable income curve. So because when urbanization happens, people come and look for opportunities in urban environments, which obviously allow them more money in their hands, which allow them to consume more. And as it is, we have the demographic dividend in our favor, where 65% of our people are less than 35 years of age. So when you see these kind of things happening together, this is what is leading to the momentum that we are seeing in GDP and overall consumption. Having said that, the biggest challenge that we see as industry is skill shortage.
Sure.
How do we ensure that we have the skills necessary to meet up the burgeoning demand that we are seeing?
Yeah.
Now, look at, let's say, contracting, civil contracting. The biggest challenge is how to get trained manpower.
Yeah.
Even in waterproofing, we see that the people who can do waterproofing are far and few. And this is a specialized job. So we have undertaken training. I mean, whatever we can do from our side, we are ensuring that our people meaning the technicians or the waterproofer who are actually not on our rolls, they are actually with the waterproofer, are trained by us through the Dr. Fix-It centers. We have training centers spread across the country. So that's how you ensure that the skilling happens. And that leads to better opportunities for them, because once they are skilled, they get better jobs from the clients. And that is what leads to growth and momentum for us and the country.
Right.
Now, you take the fact that in Pidilite, we have undertaken the skilling as Skill India, that project that is there. We're trying to see how we can skill lots of plumbers, electricians and carpenters, even masons, through a lot of tie-ups with various ITIs. So as we speak, we have a huge amount of work going on with ITIs to train our people. Our people meaning the whether it's electricians, carpenters, plumbers, which are employed with the carpenters, carpenters, plumbers, as well as contractors, whom we work very closely with.
Okay.
So the idea is to train them up and skill them up so that they are able to do the jobs well, which helps them to earn a good living. And that is what is something that we are engaged in.
Right. Our show, Leaders of Tomorrow, is watched by a lot of small business owners, MSMEs, startup founders. And the theme for our show this season is Agility, Ambition, Ascend. In light of what all that's happening around the world today, macroeconomic volatility, rising tariffs, what advice would you have for smaller businesses in terms of how they can balance the festive demand as well as supply chain disruptions?
So I think agility, ambition, and ascent, I really like this theme that you have for the MSMEs. I think it's the need of the hour. While we think of agility, we should think about building capability. You cannot be agile if you're not capable.
Sure.
So we in Pidilite, and while we may be now large, but we have been building brick by brick our business. At one point of time, we were small. Then we got into the medium category, and now we are large.
Yeah.
The learnings that we have from our own journey is that you have to focus on building capability. Now, how do you build a capability? Train your people constantly, ensure that they are at the cutting edge with regards to knowledge.
Sure.
Lot of times smaller enterprises may think short term. So play for the long term.
Absolutely. Speaking of long term, so as we are wrapping up this conversation, tell me, Mr. Singh, what is your long term vision for Pidilite? What's the road ahead?
I think your question is very relevant because even though you're talking about future, let me just take you back 6 decades. The way we have run our journey, the way we have been on our journey, and I will give you some few tenets that we follow, and we will continue to follow them because they are in some manner everlasting tenets. So for example, the first one is remaining close contact with the user and the consumer, and which is what I had talked to you, that about 500,000 contractor users, we try to remain in touch. We meet them regularly. Our idea is that we learn from them, their pain points, and constantly we are there at your service to improve that. Now, this ability to remain connected, listening to the ground, staying grounded, we use the word intellectual humility. We believe we must all display intellectual humility to be able to remain connected to the ground, remaining available to our people as well as our users and consumers. The first one. The second one is, from here comes the new ideas for improvement. Now, any idea of improvement can only come if you are listening carefully, if your ears are to the ground.
Right.
So these improvement ideas then have to be put into motion by actually taking specific actions, which is what we try to do in the second one, which is improvement management. The third piece is that we believe that we are pioneers. We have succeeded because we have been innovators, we are ahead of the curve, and we ensure that our solutions are not playing the price game, but we are also at a price premium because we, through the deep R&D that we do, through very huge manufacturing supply chain capabilities that we have created around the country, where we are able to deliver at a very optimized cost our products and services. In our journey, what we have done so far and from now on, our 3 tenets will remain the same. And we believe looking ahead, opportunities are, very, very immense, because we are seeing, as we talked about, the urbanization, the infra growth, the home improvement, higher disposable incomes. These augur very well for at least the next decade. And Pidilite is well positioned through its solutions and the Pidilite professional solution approach which we talked about, to actually tap into this opportunity. So this is what we have in store for you.
Fantastic. This was a fantastic conversation. Thank you so much for your time, Mr. Singh.
Thank you.
And with that, it's a wrap on this edition of IDFC First Bank Presents Leaders of Tomorrow Season 13. We hope you enjoyed the episode. Wishing all our viewers a very happy festive season. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.